As a certified B Corporation, we think a lot at Mission Partners about the companies we engage with and how they conduct their business and if they're aligned with our values. And when it comes to our company's investments and our 401k benefit, we were so happy to find Aspire Capital Advisors. And let me tell you, they have been a game changer. What stood out to me was their approach. From day one, they took the time to understand our vision to align investments with our values. They put people first always, and they showed us how even the little changes can make a big difference for our employees' wealth building plans. They helped us build a plan too, to support our vision for long-term company growth, one that feels right for us and our business. If you're a business owner looking for a true partner in your 401k or investment strategy, Aspire Capital Advisors is ready to help you build a plan for the future that reflects your values. Visit investwithaspire.com to book a free consultation today. They're ready when you are.
The only thing that's going to matter...
Look at what you're doing right now. The more we divide and silo ourselves, it's at our peril.
Did we miss something?
Hey there, and welcome to this week's edition of Mission Forward Podcast. This is actually the last show of the 10th season, so we thought we would take this moment to reflect on what we have learned. Here, my friends, is a little reflection on just that. So earlier this week, I wrapped up a presentation skills workshop, just as I have wrapped up most workshops with my clients for the last few years, with a slide that reads, "It's not what you say, it's what people hear and feel." I begin and end my sessions with that statement, which is my take on Dr. Frank Luntz's well-known quote and the subhead of his book, Words That Work, to remind my audience that communicating effectively has to do with a lot more than words, per the title of my book. Transparently, ending on that slide is also a comprehension test, as I ask my audience to share what's sticking with them. It's how I test my effectiveness, to see if my audiences hear and feel what I want them to. I have learned it's a very smart way to end a meeting, by the way, and feel free to use this device next time you're hosting a meeting to see how well your information sticks with the audience. So, today, I decided to take my comprehension test to the next level. Since January, I have been interviewing a fascinating group of leaders for this 10th season of our podcast. And now, as this season ends, I decided to ask myself, what did I hear? What did I feel? And what is worth passing along to you, my dear friends? So here are my top 6 lessons from this 10th season. First, ask better questions. I started this season, as you might remember, in conversation with the brilliant Diane Miles of Human Focused Media. Rather than asking people the standard, "How are you?" only to get the standard non-answer, "Fine," Diane picks a different question every day to get to know people in her life better. One day, she might ask, "What's bringing you joy today?" And another day, she might ask, "How's your heart?" Whatever the question, she always gets a good answer. So if you are seeking better answers, try asking better questions. Number 2, let go of comforting lies. In the second episode of this season, I reconnected with best-selling author Mitch to discuss his latest book, The Little Liar. We talked about the moral courage it takes to confront and accept truths, especially when they challenge our beliefs or our comfort zones. And as Mitch shared, sometimes it's easier to hold on to the lie than to accept the truth. Don't ever let the comfort of lies limit you from being able to see the truths in your own life and work. And number 3, light candles if the power fails. My dear friend and colleague Leonard gave us the kind of North Star hope that only he can. While there will always be uphill battles to fight along this journey toward justice, progress is also always possible. So when the power fails, remember what you're fighting for and light some candles to keep moving, as he says, forward ever and backwards never. move from righteousness to relationships. As Rob Fursh and Mariah Levison shared, it is tempting to cling to one's sense of being right, particularly in polarized environments. However, we can all win more when we prioritize relationships over righteousness, recognizing that what unites us, such as the desire for fairness, belonging, safety, and dignity, often outweigh our differences. Number 5, transparency builds trust. As discussed with my friend Nadine Gabay-Botero, when organizations face challenges, as they are bound to face, it's vital to communicate with care and clarity along the way. Rather than retreating into silence and keeping key people, such as employees or funding partners, out of the loop, sharing the realities of challenging situations can foster trust and invite collaborative problem solving among employees and teams. And number 6, little leadership practices have big impact. As Dr. Erica Brown shared with me, these small-scale practices like journaling, morning walks, meditation, or even quiet reflection, when practiced religiously, can ground leaders, especially in times of uncertainty. There's stability in our daily disciplines, and that stability can accumulate over time to build resilience and clarity, enabling you to navigate challenges with even greater grace and determination. So, my friends, as we come to the end of this season 10 of the Mission Forward podcast, here is my bottom line for you. Even in challenging and uncertain times, there will always be people who light the way and protect the truth. Leaders who bring their souls to work and who care without condition, as I felt repeatedly in this hopeful series of conversations. Thanks to each of these special guests for joining me this season, and to you, my dear friend, for being along in this learning journey with me. We'll be taking a break for the summer, though we will be bringing you some of our favorite shows in repeat while we work on a next season 11, which will start this fall. Thanks again for being with us, for learning alongside me, and I hope you have a wonderful summer ahead. Take care.